Welcome, everybody, to Dunn and Drew, a Jacksonville Jaguars podcast where we sprinkle in a little bit of life, pop culture, and the other shit in sports that makes the world turn. That sounded a little different or weird. Sorry, I ate my mic for a second. That's because it is. After much deliberation and conversations with other professionals in the field, other creators, we feel it... We feel it benefits the short-term and eventually the long-term health of the podcast to go full Jacksonville. I feel like people listening are like, they're bullshitting right now. To go full Jacksonville.
I feel like they're like, oh, this is what they've already been doing.
Or that. They'll be like, what's different? To go full Jacksonville Jaguars all the time. But you guys will still get the classic Dunn and Drew segments, NBA talk and pop culture talk, but that'll be more saved to the end. The emphasis in the titles, intros, and the meat of the podcast is now going to be Jaguars related. We'll explain on a Patreon episode why we're doing this in further detail. I'm sure you'll see a pattern eventually of how these podcasts go, like you can see now in prior episodes. You'll eventually see a pattern form, and if you can't stand the Jags talk, you'll know where to skip to in the episode just to get this shit that you love us for. This is a little deep, but I wrote it, so I'm gonna read it. The relationships that we've built by expanding our conversations to other NFL teams in NBA are never taken for granted by me. I never thought I'd have friends from all across the country that I see more often than my friends from my hometown. And that's what the podcast has created for us. And it's freaking amazing. But we need to find a niche and grow out from there. Instead of trying to take a big, giant-ass bite of a piece of pie, we're going to start smaller with the Jaguars and grow from there. Will I regret becoming a full-time Jaguars pod by like late October when we're like 2-5? Yes, you're damn right I will. And who knows where the podcast goes from there.
2-5. It's a lot of credit.
I guess that wouldn't be bad. So without further ado, allow me to say for the first time ever, #now a Jaguars podcast. This
He's like, what's changed?
This show took its first week off. Dunn and Drew took its first week off this past week. First time in a while. So how's your life been?
Because of me.
How's your life been? Happy Tuesday, 2222.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Will never happen again.
Emphasis on the 2. So, yeah, how's your life been? Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm 29 now.
Yo, you got to slow the fuck down because my birthday month is right after yours. Actually, fuck.
It's
a month.
This week.
A month away is my birthday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, every time you turn an age, like when you hit 30, man, and that's a year from now. When you hit 30, I'll feel like I'm turning 30.
Well, you will be.
We should have joint birthdays.
Next year?
Yeah.
Well, you know I want to go to Glendale.
Didn't know that.
For the Super Bowl. Not for the game, but just to party out there. If my body holds up, because I'll get into what happened this weekend with my body.
You're dragging your body through the mud for the content.
Well.
And the experiences.
Like
boy.
It happened. It was really bad this past couple of days for my birthday, but during the NFL season, I was fine until Indianapolis. But yes, it is our first episode. See ya. I'll talk to the people why he's gone. This fits right into my little intro. That Andy's gone right now. If you're watching, I'll tell you why. We left you February 8th. That is 14 days ago now, 2 weeks. We left you with a Super Bowl preview episode, and since then, we got a dog now. You didn't have a dog last episode. This is our new roommate.
Yeah, this is a roommate we were alluding to for a couple weeks. He's on camera if you guys are watching on YouTube. So 9-week-old golden retriever puppy. Here he is. His name is Walter.
Yeah, so we got a puppy.
He's waving to the camera.
The Rams won the Super Bowl. All-Star Weekend happened. Bubba Wallace almost won the Daytona 500.
Eric turned 29.
I celebrated my birthday with my friends. And the reason I took last week off was because I knew I was going to Ohio. I was going to be there for a while. And then I was going to come here on a day that we don't record. And then the following morning, get up and go to another city to spend my birthday weekend with my girlfriend. So I just wanted to relax and chill because we were with each other for 12 days consecutively. And that's the longest that we've spent with each other together since we've been dating. 12 days. Can you imagine that? That's the longest we've spent together this past 2 weeks since we've been talking. So it was nice. But also today, I was a guest on the Bigger Pockets Money podcast. The podcast that I've been listening, the only podcast that I've been listening to outside of ours when I do some timestamps for YouTube that I've been listening to the past 2 years, where we broke down my income, my expenses and investments and just goals and plans for financial freedom in the next decade or two. And that will air on March 25th on Bigger Pockets Money podcast show if you want to check that out.
What's it called?
Bigger Pockets Money podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's just a big restructuring of everything going on in my life, his life, and business this year, last year, and this past 2 weeks. Help me focus on all of that a little bit. As I say that I fly out at 5 a.m. to go down to South Florida to work the Honda Classic for 4 days. So hopefully after that event, I can have most of March to reset again, because when free agency, the draft, and just football comes back in general, like shit gets hectic. So I cherish the fuck out of any downtime I get when I'm not, always on a plane like I was in the fall. So I think March and probably a few weeks in April will give me that downtime, because I really need to get my taxes done from last year. Did you file yet?
No, I don't even. Tax season is so weird. I have no idea. Why don't they just tax us as we go?
Well, we're supposed to pay as we go. The 1099 employees, we're supposed to pay as we go, but it's a frustrating concept, and I've not gotten a great tax planning expert or CPA to help me with my complicated ass taxes yet. So if you would like to be that person so I don't have to go searching and find that person, let me know. But I need like someone who experienced, not just somebody studying accounting. Like I need somebody that's actually been doing this for a while.
He doesn't want the IRS knocking on Lakewood Drive.
Yeah, I don't want somebody aspiring to be a tax planner or expert. I want experience. So if you got that, let me know. But hopefully my March has some free time, like I said, but there's a job now pending for mid-March, so we'll see if that happens. Another modeling gig.
When does your episode drop? Did you say that?
March 25th.
Okay. Oh, birthday present. You don't have to get me anything for my birthday.
Thank God. Still will. Maybe.
I got Eric slippers for his birthday because in our house it's hardwood floor and tile, and they're both slippery if you wear socks. And I think he might be shy about being barefoot. But
I'm barefoot now.
Oh, are you? Oh, well, so you get more traction if you're barefoot, but your feet get dirtier. So in order not to slide around, he wears sneakers. So I was like, let me give him some slippers. So they're Jaguar slippers, and they're too small. So they might become Walter's chew toys.
And he told me to step on the backs of them if I needed to, and I did that, and then the back of my heel started to hurt.
Oh, my God.
So when I do wear them, I'm just going to wear them normally and not try to, act them as your dog is biting my feet. Stop, Walter. Stop now.
He's gonna go in this playpen if he keeps it up. All right, on to our first segment, Moment of Silence. This moment of silence is for, let me get her name. I keep forgetting her name. Annie Agar.
Yeah, Annie Agar.
Annie Agar. She got into it with Jaguars Twitter, which she probably did not know existed before her tweet. She definitely knows exists now, because I think she saw her career flash before her eyes. But it's okay. Today's day and age, just chill for a little bit, and she'll be back like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Jaguars Twitter, it's like, Yeah, it's like standing still for a T-Rex. If you're still enough, they'll ignore you and go find something else.
The only thing that will happen to her from now on is like she'll get maybe a couple Jags fans interventions every time she drops something.
Some clowns.
Yeah, other than that, she'll be all right. Like the majority of her fan base, they're not going anywhere from this incident.
Jags Twitter is going to be soon debating over whether or not to franchise tag Cam Robinson, and we'll forget all about Annie. Annie, are you okay? So let me read you this article because it best sums up what happened between this. She's not like a reporter. I guess she's a reporter. She's like a personality. That's a better word. She's like a personality hired by this sports media outlet called Bally.
Barry?
What is it?
Is it Barry?
Bally. Bally Sports. And it all went wrong on what day was this? The 500?
This was my birthday.
It was on your birthday. So Saturday?
18th, okay. Yeah. It was
gotcha.
on the 18th. I remember because I was like, what the fuck is going on on Jags Twitter?
So here's what the article says. All it took was for Annie Agar to tell a joke. I saw someone call her Annie Agar to tell a joke aimed at the Jaguar fan base, and everything turned upside down for her. The joke was, she just tweeted, "It's Sunday and no one is playing football. I guess we all feel like the Jags fans today." It's a terrible joke. It's like if anyone else tweeted it, no one would care. Like we've taken so many punches as Jags fans over the years that is so weak. But all it took was for like one person to see it, and like her videos I think are kind of cringe. Like her NFL videos that she does, but props to her for trying to do the influencer shit, the skit stuff.
She's got the style of videos that I can just see you cringing at.
Yeah,
like I know what you like and what you don't like in consuming. And,
you know what I like. You know what I like.
And I when I watch her vids, I'm like, ain't no way Andy is gonna even chuckle at this shit.
So yeah, that's where her shtick on Twitter. She makes fun of teams on Twitter. So her latest was. Her last one, her last punch she threw was the Jags. She has not thrown a punch since she got taken down by Jags Twitter. She said it's Sunday and no one feels like playing football. Or no one's playing football. I guess we all feel like Jags fans today.
And I have seen another tweet like this of hers on New Year's when I guess she made a Jags joke then.
Oh,
but it wasn't like a big deal back then.
Someone was bored. I think J-Nubs may have started it.
Oh yeah,
they
got the power, man. They got the power.
If a Jags fan is bored, nothing's more dangerous. And if you come at the Jags, they will find anything.
I've seen her videos, and I see her come across my Twitter timeline, obviously, because I follow 4,000 plus people, and of course, someone was going to retweet her when you have 600 plus followers. But she tweeted on New Year's Eve or something about the ball dropping, and she took a jab at the Jags, saying that you can watch the Jags on Sunday if you want to watch the ball drop.
What? Oh, I get it. Receivers drop the ball.
That's the first Jags hit that I ever seen her take on Twitter. So
I mean, she's not wrong there.
Yeah. So seeing that that one was actually well timed because it had just been announced that we had like the leading drops in the NFL. So she had timed that pretty perfectly. But this one was
enemy number one at that time was Trent Baalke.
Yeah.
Right now we're hungry.
Now this one was poor timing. She thought she had another hit on her hands, but no. You tweeted this, and apparently you had a slew of old tweets.
So the article continues saying the fan base fired back by digging through her Twitter account and unearthing a ton of terrible tweets from the popular sports reporter who went viral for her meeting videos on Twitter. So one of the tweets that was dug up was her quote tweeting Bleacher Report back in 2016 that said, Colin Kaepernick says he'll continue to sit during the anthem until things change. She says, I'm so disgusted. This is America, and you stand for the flag that gave you the freedom to play football every Sunday. That's a pretty common take. That's not super crazy, but she does give some. She got some crazy ones in here. She says, this is a strange one. She says, It used to be you couldn't drink it looks like she's quoting like a comedian or something. It used to be you couldn't drink the water in Mexico and the cars were made in Flint, not the other way around. I mean, got a point there, but let's see if I can find a wow. It'd be funny if I just go through all these and I'm like, actually, she's not that bad.
Annie Drew back.
Next tweet is this is a weird one. I don't get the context here. This is in 2014.
It's his bowl, kicking his bowl around.
Yeah, I got to put Walter away because I'm stressing. 2014, she says, deleting any songs by Canadian artists, smashing movies with Canadian actors, burning Canadian flag, hashtag America. That's kind of weird. Need to know the context there.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a good one coming up. I know it. Okay. This is where she loses me. This is a bad one. She says, actually, the next two are bad.
What the fuck?
Bro, I gotta go get this dog.
I think he's messing with that box there.
All right. She says, every NFL player is currently either, this is in 2014, out for 6 to 8 weeks, out for the year, in jail, suspended, apologizing, or soon to be in jail. Like every NFL player, really? It's just, so that was bad. And then another bad one. Felix Hernandez, who's a baseball player for
Marlins.
Thank you. Felix Hernandez.
Guessed.
Maybe if you straightened out your hat, you'd be able to see the strike zone better. This is baseball, not the hood.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that's another. And you know,
she sounds like an old white mom. It's not the hood.
Yeah, that's not a good one. So the article goes on to say she tried to delete as many as she could, but the damage was already done, so she issued an apology. And she says, I want to apologize for the insensitive tweets from my past. They were written when I was a teenager and do not reflect who I am today, which, mind you, is probably just a few years later. I have the utmost respect for the athletes and teams I cover. I hope you can forgive teenage me and we can get back to laughing together again.
Teenage me? How old is she?
She's like, someone said this was like, she's only like a few years removed from being a teenager.
Well, she looks like a grown-ass woman. Maybe that's the bad thing about it.
See, I don't understand why she didn't already delete these tweets. Or at least some of the ones where she's towing the line a little bit.
Because she kept some of them up and deleted the others. Oh, she's 25, born in 96. So April 12th is her birthday, so she's coming up on 26.
Well,
3 years younger than me.
Give her a pass?
Hell no.
Okay.
I was tweeting the same bullshit back in 2014.
You were tweeting that stuff?
I was tweeting some pretty racist shit.
Wait, so you give her a pass or no pass?
What's the pass?
Pass means you're good. Keep doing you.
Yeah, keep doing you.
Oh, bet.
Like you still.
That's a curveball.
Like she's not sorry for it. Like she tweeted this shit.
Oh, so you don't think she's sorry?
I never think anybody's like genuinely sorry about apologizing for tweets in the past. Like, because it gets brought to people's attention and that's why they have to apologize for it to save face. You know, if I had old tweets talking about Ariana Grande's pussy, what am I going to say? I'm sorry.
Do you have those?
I kept those up because they're hilarious to me to read. I'm not ashamed of things that I've tweeted in the past or said or done. We'll see. Ask me in about a couple of years, but I don't take people's apologies seriously. There's no pass here. It's just like you are.
Yeah, no one will care in a week. Who cares?
Yeah, it's like if you say some racist shit in 2014, that's literally what everyone was doing back then. Now you're getting canceled because you messed with the wrong fucking crowd, but that's 2021. You know, that's what we do nowadays. But
it went national too because she's become pretty well known. So a lot of people were tweeting about this. It was pretty funny, like saying, "Yo, don't mess with Jags Twitter." Like you can mess with any fan base. Don't mess with Jags Twitter.
And like we said, that tweet was bad timing because the New Year's ball drop. Good on you. Good tweet. Like this would have never been found. You got to pick and choose your battles. But She's ignorant with the Jags fan base, so she learned today or a couple of days ago.
Watch her never address the Jaguars ever again.
Hey, we're gonna keep a watch on Annie Agar Jags tweet watch.
Yeah, she needs to actually or get in front of it and do one of her videos with the Jaguars.
True. Days since Annie Agar tweeted the word Jags. We are at
or the word.
Okay.
Moment
of silence.
Moment of silence for Annie Agar, please. Thank you.
My moment of silence is for my drinking life. Ja, 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 ja. How many times do I have to come out here and say this before you believe me?
Exactly. Thank you for proving my point.
But when is the time going to come where I'm actually going to be done? Because I can't keep doing this.
You just do it in moderation. You're chilling.
I was doing it in moderation this past weekend.
Monster energy drink and vodka.
It was only 2 of them. How is that not moderation?
I also saw you ordered like 2 doubles of Jack and Coke.
And that's it. That's it. That's moderation for me.
Yeah, you're right.
2 monsters with a sprinkle of vodka and then double Jack and Coke.
Maybe your body's changing you have to respond.
I think so. I think as I approach 30 here, my body is being different, reacting different to these alcoholic beverages, which I've noticed. And only thing that really can sit well with me is margaritas. But
interesting.
Like I puked twice this past weekend. Don't tell nobody. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've puked for one. But back-to-back days, that shit don't happen.
Let alone, when were you telling the story on the Patreon?
Yeah.
Let alone, you said you puked after the 500, like at your house, on the way to my house, and in my driveway.
Yeah.
I was wondering what Walter was sniffing.
Puked 3 times after the Daytona 500. He's chilling right here. And I puked on my birthday night. And
what did it there? Do you
I think it was dinner. I think it was the food. I didn't like what I ordered. I wasn't
a big fan of mine either.
My entree I didn't enjoy, and then before my entree I ordered some queso, and it was warm at the beginning, but it got cold pretty quickly, and I still kept eating it. So I think the cold queso mixed with the watermelon margarita I was drinking, mixed with the saucy enchiladas that I had, it made me puke all of that shit up. But after that, we went out to a few bars, and all of the drinks I had went down very easily. So felt fine after I puked up whatever the fuck came out of me, and I was good for the rest of the night. And then Daytona 500 comes around. I don't know if it was a combination of the bullshit that I had all day that we just mentioned and yesterday's events of the night, because that was the next day, literally, after puking and getting a little bit of sleep, driving down to the Daytona 500. Didn't eat breakfast, really. Just went straight to the track, park, get my pass, and went to Monster Energy, drink some vodka and Jack and Coke. And then I didn't eat till like not 8 p.m. that night. So maybe it's a combination of all that, but I'm taking a moment of silence for my drinking life because I'm going to be going on this. I'm trying to do like 60 to 90 day fast, like one of our guys in our Discord is. And I don't think I need to have an alcoholic beverage until the NFL draft. And that's let me see. I got a countdown in here. So I think it's a reasonable timeline. NFL draft is in 65 days. I think I can go 65 days with no alcohol. Challenge accepted. Right here, right now. You hearing it first, pod. 65 days, no lick.
I'll let y'all know when, if or when he fails. Now, I'm totally on his side, though. Moment of silence to his drinking life until the draft. Because I know when we get to Vegas, he ain't going to have a drop of water flowing through that blood.
And that's cap.
It's going to be all Jack.
What's it going to be?
Jameson.
I don't do Jameson no more.
Tequila.
I'll do Margs. And Casamigos is the only liquor I can do now.
Give me Casa. Give me a cup of
Casa. Casa feels like water in my body.
Jeez. Maybe not when you're 29.
No, Casa still goes down nice. Nah, he's chilling.
Okay.
Half asleep. But the bar I asked for tequila lemonade. It's a good combo. You should try it. and they didn't have casa, so they gave me whatever tequila they had.
How does a Mexican place not have Casamigos?
No. When we went out to the rooftop,
okay,
and they didn't have it, so they gave me whatever their shelf house tequila was. It was gross. I can't do anything, man. As you get older, you guys about to find out, boy, your body can't handle this shit no more. And I don't like drinking beer all like that, unless it's Blue Moon. It's the only beer I can tolerate, and maybe a few other crafts. But my body is changing. I'm taking note, and with no health insurance, I need to be on top of this.
Yeah, good for you.
Don't pass me any whiskey shots because I ain't taking them.
Ever since I got my own private health insurance, I haven't gone to the doctor. It's ridiculous. Moment of silence.
Oh, we did it already.
Okay. Okay, on to the next segment.
We are the kings of
This
the
pussy
weekend.
is back. Woo!
My king of the weekend is, speaking of Monster, this is actually not Monster, but another energy drink. Shout out to the Kings of the Weekend. Is actually this is a Kings of the Weekend for this coming weekend, and it goes out to guys named Kyle. You know where I'm going with this?
No.
Because this week in Florida, North Carolina, and Texas, maybe? There are 3 states. Florida's one of them. Mountain Dew is coming out with their own seltzer, hard seltzer. So shout out to guys named Kyle. You can finally get lit on your Mountain Dew, and I will not have any, but a caffeinated hard seltzer. That should be interesting to see, because once these seltzers start making around, they show up at your parties. So I assume we'll get one of those in rotation here in the fridge.
Is there not a caffeinated hard seltzer already?
There might be, but like by the name of Mountain Dew, like that's gonna shake the seltzer world up.
Monster vodka don't count.
Is that a thing? Oh wait, yeah, you had that. Did you have to mix that, or was that a drink?
Oh, I mixed it. So you guys will be puking.
Monster vodka. That's like a Four Loko. Who does that? A Monster. Can I imagine being at the bar? Oh yeah, I'll take a Monster vodka. A what?
Listen, I had just got to the track and I needed to feel something.
It's
And that was the wrong thing to be feeling.
Feel this Bubba Wallace second place, bitch.
Damn, spoiler.
Oh, sorry.
Shit.
Sorry.
He didn't get second. Just kidding, he did.
Another shout out, one more shout out for me, and it goes to our guy Gary. He rated us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, our first rating in a long time.
Hazard of Love?
Hazard of Love.
Hey.
He said, easily one of the best podcasts out there. Simply put, I'm not a podcast kind of guy. These guys have me coming back each week for their new episodes, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Oh, yeah.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll hurl.
Don't cry.
You'll love this podcast, and you'll moan. That was an ad lib.
Oh. Yeah.
You?
You will moan. Mine goes out to Cherry Fitz _4. I was waiting for the who. Ooh.
As that body acting up, his body just made a sound.
Me and Bruce were chilling in the infield at NASCAR before the race started. We were hanging out at Bubba Wallace's car, and like these people kept coming up to us. We'll talk more in the NASCAR segment, but this guy was in the Monster Hospitality Suite. He sees me, shows me a Duval Skyline tattoo on his bicep, and yells Duval at me and said he watches our pod, listens to it, follows like 5 people in Jag's Twitter. And he invited me into the Monster Suite. So that's why I had Monster Vodka. He gave it to me. But you made me sick, but it was a great experience. I got to sit in the crew chief box, and I got the Bubba Wallace radio. It was a great experience. So King of the Weekend, Cherry Fitz. You my boy.
All right, so some news nuggets on the Jaguars.
Ba-da-bap.
On the Jaguars coaching staff, specifically Doug Peterson, head coach. He was questioned and responded to the Trent Baalke criticism. See, when I was watching the news conference, I was wondering if Doug was going to get asked point blank, did you hear about the negative comments and the negative vibe around working with, or negative reports about working with Trent Baalke? And Trent Baalke's histories, coaches under him don't fare well for too long. So I wonder if if the reporter is going to ask Doug, hey, are you worried about working with Trent Baalke? and he was not during the press conference, if I'm not mistaken. But Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated talked to Peterson, and Peterson said in short, he's not letting the opinions of others color his view of someone that he's going to be working closely with in Jax. And this is a quote from that interview. Doug said, "A lot of these reports that are out there are far from a lot of wait, what?
Should I read?
Sorry. No. A lot of these reports out there are from a lot of unnamed sources," Peterson said. "I can remember my time in Philly back in 2016. There were a lot of unnamed sources that thought I wasn't very good at it as a head coach, but they never put their name to it." And I'm like, well, what good is that? If you're going to say something, at least own up to it. And so my philosophy with things like this is I want to get to know the person. I want to get to know Trent Baalke, what makes him tick, his family, his likes, his dislikes, and his history as a GM, all those things. He's had a lot of success in this league, and I'll tell you something. We've connected from day one and all the way back to my first interview with the Jags. I can go sit in his office, he can come sit in mine, and we don't even have to talk ball. We'll just tell stories, and that's how you get to know people. So, yeah, he had to say this, and I'll trust him. But
sounds like a guy saying the right things, ready for him to get fired, buddy.
But Peterson kind of like tries to say, yeah, well, people talk bad about me and they didn't put their name on it. But everyone in national media, all the Eagles fans love Doug Peterson. This is not the same thing. I don't think Doug either doesn't understand fully how different Trent Baalke criticism is, or he's just trying to make Trent look better, or just trying to come up with an answer saying that, oh yeah, come on, I was in a similar situation. Not really at all. They're completely different. The feel and the vibe on Doug is that he's a great guy, great coach. This same cannot be said about Trent Baalke.
Yeah, no kidding. And when you have an entire fan base create a hashtag to get somebody fired and dress up as clowns associated with your boss, that's never been done in the history of sports. The Jags fan base does shit differently.
So yeah, I'll be interested to see how their relationship. Actually, I won't say interesting. I'll be more like I'm scared and cautiously optimistic. Maybe cautiously scared.
That's the phrase for the entire year.
Cautiously optimistic. That is. Yeah. Instead of own it. Instead of own it on all the stuff in the stadium, it should just say cautiously optimistic.
A long ass phrase wrapped around the walls.
That's their branding on Twitter. That's their Twitter header. Cautiously optimistic.
Hashtag every fucking tweet.
Oh god,
cautiously
so annoying.
optimistic.
So Pro Football Focus had just released. Well, they didn't just release it. They just tweeted it, and I saw it. They listed. Trying to find a way to phrase this. Obviously, Jaguars related. There's one round, Eric. There's one. Did you write cheat? Did you ever see what I wrote in here?
No.
Okay, because it's written in white ink, so I can see it when I highlight it. So don't look over here or on your screen. There's one round in the past draft this past season where the Jaguars had the highest graded player. After the season unfolded, PFF Pro Football Focus rated this player the highest out of every other player taken in that round. Can you guess what player it was and what round they're talking about? Which Jaguars player was the highest rated of the round he was taken in?
You saying a past draft?
This past one in Cleveland.
Oh, this past one.
Yeah. So our rookie class this past year. Who was the best of their round? I'm trying to phrase it so many different ways.
Definitely wasn't Trevor. It wasn't ETN.
Nope, not Trevor, not ETN.
It was probably Tyson Campbell, because he did pretty well for the time that he did get.
He did do very well. I'm interested to see what he rated on PFF, but no, it's not him.
Cisco.
Yep, it is Cisco.
It had to be a back because our offensive weapons were shit.
Well, it could have been Walker Little. Could have been Walker Little. But yeah, you got Andre Cisco. Even though he got in the game late after Urban Meyer had to leave before Andre Cisco could get playing time.
I know the girlie's fucking.
Andre?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Who?
Yeah.
Well, don't say it. No. I said, who?
So
That's interesting.
it's a little spicy, but there's this girl I used to flirt with back on Snapchat back in the day who found me from Rachel Bush's story when I was at her wedding with Poyer. And, you know, we would snap over the years and shit before I was dating my girlfriend, just in case she's listening.
Wow.
And she still snaps me when she's in Jacksonville because we've never met. Like, I've never met her. Like, we were in Daytona at the same time once, and I didn't go link up with her. Like, I was over her. I was like, you were a thing in the past. So every time she's in Jack, she'll snap me. It's like, want to get breakfast? I'm like, no. And I'm like, what are you even doing in my city all the time? And she said, Andre. That's all she said. Andre. You wouldn't just say Andre, knowing I'm a Jags fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Andre. Could it be Andre Johnson?
No.
Andre.
It's Cisco.
Interesting. Well, can we get him on the pod?
I'll ask her.
Bet. That'd be awesome. PFF's highest graded rookie in the 3rd round for 2021.
Yes, sir. Because he went to Syracuse, and so did she. She used to date.
Oh, okay. You're connecting the dots. Thank you.
She used to date a basketball player on Syracuse team. Like, they were damn near about to get engaged, and he cheated on her. And they got back together for a little bit, and then they broke up again.
Okay, thank you. Now I 100% believe you.
So she's like, okay, I'll find a guy who actually made a league. Cisco. But I don't know how serious they are. Don't care. Just dropping that information for you. If you care, go investigate on your own. I don't. Just felt like giving you that information. But Andre Cisco, yes, I'm excited for our DBs in the future.
I put in a bet today on the Jaguars. I bet $50 that we are going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. I like it. What's the return on that?
3,000.
That's it? I feel like our odds are pretty shitty.
I feel like it should be more.
50 grand.
50 grand.
I was betting work like that. $50 win $3K for that. Those odds seem pretty far.
That is not a big return for the Jaguars to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I got to talk to my bookie.
Maybe because it's only one little bet and not like a parlay of crazy things. Like the one you showed us the other day with the $500,000 winnings.
Yeah, I would never do that in my life.
An 11 thing parlay.
So
what did you bet on?
Dirk lives in my stepbrother lives in
bookie.
Indiana. So yeah, he's my bookie.
Should ask him about the Classic this weekend.
No. So that's pretty much my Super Bowl insurance. If we do that every year, pay $50 before the season starts, as long as the Jaguars have bad odds, then if you make the Super Bowl, kind of like Bengals, if you did it as a Bengals fan every year, just $50, just put up 50 or 100. You say, all right, if they don't get to the Super Bowl, then I'm at 100 or 50, fine. But if they do, then I have $3,000, $5,000, $7,000 that I can spend on a Super Bowl ticket, and all it cost me was 50 or 100. So that's a great little hack if you're a fan of a team that Vegas doesn't like too much, or that gets great odds this time of year. That's great Super Bowl insurance, just in case you become a Bengal. You have a Bengals ear. Oops. I don't think you can do that and make much money if you're a Chiefs fan. I don't think it'd be worth it. But
well, I hope you win that.
yeah, me too. But will I use it to go to the Super Bowl? We've debated that, whether we would go to the Super Bowl.
That'll cover half your ticket.
I know.
Maybe not. I'm interested to see what ticket prices will be in Arizona, because I feel like they were really high because it was in LA and the halftime show had so many stars in it. But I feel like Glendale, Arizona, I know Scottsdale is there and it's another party city, but I'm interested to see how that market changes next year, if it does, because the year after next year, I think it's in Vegas. So
have they been? I was about to ask. They haven't been to Vegas yet, have they?
I don't think so. I think they're going to do a test run on this draft.
That's going to be stupid.
And there will
Super
probably
Bowl
be a lot
in
of
Vegas.
deaths.
Yeah, probably one of us.
Even during the draft, because just like seeing all the crazy shit that happened with the Raiders this year, having an NFL team. I couldn't imagine being on an NFL team that plays in Las Vegas. Like, you have to have so much self-control to not want to always party, being an NFL star in a city like that, where you can literally probably walk in anywhere and get anything you want. And it's a 24-hour shit show. So,
which is crazy that the Jaguars have never been, like, haven't been good in so long. It's like the only thing they can focus on here is football.
Football and reading on the beach.
Like reading your playbook. The NFL's window to use franchise tags opened Tuesday, and it closes March 8th. Usually the players that are franchised, they don't actually get tagged until like the deadline. So don't expect much to happen until March 8th. They're probably up until then trying to negotiate a contract. But there's the franchise tag watch. I'm definitely focused on, as Jags fans, we're focused on Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams get tagged.
Does a tag mean that they're not able to leave the team?
Right. It's
a slave contract. We're tagging you, boy.
It means that they either have to sit out. They can sit out, but I think they get fined. I'm not sure.
Wow.
But if they play, they make the amount of money they make is an average of like the top 10 players at their position. So if Devontae gets tagged, he'll make. This article doesn't say it, but he'll make a good amount of money. But the issue with that is it's not a long-term deal. What if he tears his ACL? What if he breaks a bone this year? You get that money for the year, but you don't get a long-term contract money. So I
can see the issue.
The players do not like getting franchise tagged. But if they keep getting franchise tagged, it does get, like, if you stay healthy and you keep playing on franchise tag and you guarantee your performance stays and you remain healthy, which is so rare in the NFL, then you're eating, because every year your money, the amount of pay you get goes up, because say this year he gets paid an average of the 10 best receivers or the 10 highest paid receivers. Next year he'll get paid an average of the top 5 receivers, so his money keeps going up.
Yeah.
Devontae, Aaron Rodgers was on Pat McAfee's show today. Everyone was expecting him to say whether he's staying or leaving, but he did not.
Just talk some shit.
Yeah, and he mentioned, he's like, I think today franchise tag window opens. I know there's a receiver in Green Bay. Wears number 17, hinting at Devontae Adams. And then he kind of backtracked, saying, I don't think they should franchise tag him. He needs a long-term deal. So, well, interesting that Rodgers is kind of when he says something like that, it's like, okay, so maybe he wants to stay because he wants Devontae in there. Maybe he's waiting to see what happens with Devontae.
Yeah.
So I think as Jags fans, we have no shot. If Devontae Adams doesn't stay with the Packers, he doesn't get tagged and they let him go because they do have salary cap issues. There's no way. I remember dropping, that he was like my number one target. No way in hell that we get Devontae Adams. We could probably give him $30 million a year, and we're not getting Devontae Adams. He's just not coming to Jacksonville. He's tasted the championship in playoffs too often.
Yeah, having Rodgers as your quarterback for the majority of your career, he's gonna stay with that man.
Jesse Bates with the Bengals, free safety. His contract's expiring. I don't see the Jaguars seeking him. Harold Landry, Titans outside linebacker. He's coming off a career-high 12-sack season.
Nice. Still who?
He could hit free agency. J.C. Jackson will be a big one.
I've heard of that name.
New England just churns out these corner. Like, if you play with New England, you're going to be a great corner. You're going to get your money. 25 interceptions since 2018. Holy crap. That's crazy. And he led the league in passes defensed in last year.
Yeah, I heard his name come up a lot in Pat's highlights. But that guy before that, not so much.
If the Patriots tag Jackson, it would cost them $17 million. Whew. I mean, you get paid a lot if you get on the franchise tag. It's just you don't get that long-term security. Mike Williams would be a Jaguars target, possibly.
Oh, that would be a good one.
He's coming off a 76 reception year, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. 5 of the 9 went for at least 20 yards.
What happened to that other Chargers guy that we brought in that never saw the light of day with us before the season started?
Yeah. But the issue with Mike Williams, like, he didn't do anything until this past year, I feel like.
That's fine. We saw the talent.
But, like, why on your contract year do you show up? That's what worries me. Let me look up his stats.
You think he planned that?
No, I mean, sometimes players are like, oh, it's my contract year. Let me go harder. And then you get paid and you're like, okay, I'm chilling. I'll just coast. Like he just got up for his contract year. So when he was drafted in 17, first round, Clemson, I think. Played in 10 games, 95 yards. 2018, 16 games, 600 yards. 2019, 15 games, okay, 1,000 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then next year, 700 yards. And then this past year, 1,100 yards. So it's like...
You had to grow with Herbert.
Yeah, I suppose.
And probably Keenan Allen got focused on this year a lot. And the other guy they had pretty good too, Guyton. The Chargers offense is just stacked.
He basically, I think it's just that he was picked in round 1, pick 7. So you definitely expect more than that. So he's got that hanging that he carries with him. Orlando Brown, Chiefs offensive tackle. He's a free agent. Carlton Davis, Bucks corner. Can't say I know much about him.
Thanks.
Dalton Schultz, that Cowboys tight end.
Gonna tag a tight end, a mid tight end.
I don't see that happening. But I don't know. Sometimes they just tag just out of desperation. Like, we can't come up with a deal. Or sometimes a guy like that, they'll not know exactly what he is. Like, is he good? Is he not? Don't want to shell out a lot of money on a long-term deal. Let's just tag him. Mm-hmm. Let's see you one more year, see what it's like. That's kind of what the Jags did with Cam Robinson last year. Like, we don't know exactly how good you are. So that's what they might do again. Marcus Williams, Saints free safety. Here's one the Jags might be interested in. Mike Gesicki. He could get a tag.
I need a Penn State boy on our team, a good one, and he's one of them. Top 5 tight end hands in the league. Don't me. Don't at me. Kelsey, Waller, Kittle, Gesicki, Mark Andrews. Off the dome.
What is that? Penn State tight ends?
No, top 5 tight end hands off the dome.
Oh, tight end hands? Oh, yeah, Waller's up there.
I just seen Gesicki's got great hands. Like, that ball, just sticks to him. Like, I'm going to stick to him. Wait.
What? Don't say that.
I think his number is 88. Someone gifted me, or Hunter, sorry. I didn't mean
someone.
I'm sorry. Chill. He gifted me an 88 jersey, so if we get Gesicki, hopefully he stays 88, so I can feel something.
All right, we're going to play the Wiki games with Jaguars players this week. So if you're new, we have this Wikipedia game where we scroll up and down the screen. Someone else says stop, and we got to read the closest sentence to our cursor. And you see how many rounds you go until you piece the clues together and figure out the player. So it's kind of like a back and forth battle. We're going to do Jaguars players because we're now Jaguars podcast. Jaguars podcast. Let me think of a random ass Jaguars player, but not too random because I know you're kind of fake.
I just thought of one.
You just thought of one? Let me think.
But you're not wrong. I'm pretty fake.
Okay, I got one. Don't look at me. Don't look over here.
I'm not looking.
All right, let me know when to stop. I've got it pulled up.
Oh, pull it up.
I've got it pulled
scroll.
up.
Just keep scrolling until I say it.
Okay.
Keep
I'll
going.
keep
Stop.
scrolling.
Please stop.
Oh, I'm on the wrong page.
Oh.
All right.
You're on the Falcons.
He entered training camp slated as
I thought it was 2 stops.
No, we're just doing one. I'm just going to put my cursor somewhere.
All right. You trying to fuck with me?
He entered training camp slated as a starting safety, but head coach Jack Del Rio named him the starting free safety. Oh, wait. And head coach Jack Del Rio named him the starting free safety to begin the regular season alongside strong safety Donovan Darius.
You struggle reading, but that's got to be my dog, Rasheem Mathis.
Bro, get out of here. Yes.
I'm sorry. He went to Bethune-Cookman. That's my dog.
God damn. How did you know he started as a safety?
I didn't. You know what's funny? The Jags player I typed in for you was Donovan Darius.
No, yeah, you would have stumped me, I think.
I'm dead. You think? All right. I thought you were going to challenge me a little because if we're talking about all the Jaguars players in history that I know, Rasheem Mathis is probably one of the 10 that I could name off the dome. So thank you.
Wait. Say again?
I said for all the Jags players in history that I've watched that and can remember, Rasheem Mathis is in my
10?
I'm saying if there's 10 that I can name right now, Rasheem Mathis would be 10. Like one of the 10.
You can name more than 10.
I'm saying the first 10, Rasheem would be in the first
10, okay.
Easily.
Gotcha.
Because he's a dog. Bitch, I'm a dog. Woof. Bitch, I'm a dog. All right, let me pick someone. Let me go through my Rolodex of Jags players.
Jacksonville.
Right, here we go. And I've got someone.
All right.
Let me go to professional career, not college, and we're scrolling. Anytime. Oh, sneeze. Pollen is outside today, boys and girls and other. Are you going to say stop? Are you going to say
I didn't know we were starting. Yeah. Stop.
Jesus. I'm dead. That's a funny ass sentence to start off with. On August 31st, 2021.
Halloween?
August.
Oh.
This guy was waived as part of the final roster cuts.
Oh, David Garrard.
No.
Oh.
And we're scrolling.
Stop.
He completed 26 of 38 passes for 304 yards with 1 touchdown.
Byron Leftwich.
No, Jesus Christ. Can I finish?
Can you finish that sentence?
Yes. 26 of 38 passes for 304 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception, as well as a 13-yard rushing score in the Jaguars' 27-25 loss.
Quinn Gray?
No. Quinn Gray. I would never thought of that. And
stop.
Boom. On November 17th, 2021, this guy was signed to the Miami Dolphins practice squad.
That's not David Garrard?
In 2021?
Trent Edwards?
2021?
No. Oh, wait, 2021? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I am drunk. 2021, a quarterback, Dolphins. Oh. No, not Blake Bortles. No. Practice squad.
Yeah.
Who? What the fuck?
Guess you're more old school Duval.
Old school?
I'm saying you are more old school Duval.
Yeah, I stopped caring recently. Blanket, no. Dolphins practice squad.
Yep.
Blake, no. What the fuck? Who? Quarterback. Man.
26 to 38 passes, 304
26
yards.
to 38. That
too.
ain't bad.
That ain't too bad.
What year was that?
Ain't too shabby.
What year was that?
Well, there was no year in that sentence, so.
Oh.
But they lost 27-25 to the Texans.
Oh, Chad Henne.
No.
Fuck.
Should I continue scrolling? Should I go college?
Stop.
Selected by the Jaguars in the 6th round
Oh, wait.
in the 2020 draft.
Jake Lutton?
Yes.
You motherfucker.
I gave you Jake motherfucking Lut, whatever the hell you want.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry. I had to do it to you.
All right. Let's think of something.
That was funny.
Let me go back. Okay. Oh, you.
Challenge me, daddy. Challenge me, daddy.
I feel like. Okay.
Come on. Think of that Jags prancing logo.
All right. Here we go. You're not getting this.
All right. I'm sure I'm not. Probably some name I never heard of. Stop.
Okay. After his, that's his high school career. Never mind. You're not getting that. Tell me to stop.
No way. Stop.
Oh wow, this is a long ass sentence. Explaining his decision in an essay submitted to the Players Tribune, he cited the physical toll that football takes on the human body, and in particular its effects on the brain, noting that signs of CTE have been detected in 90% of former NFL players examined.
Telvin Smith.
Nope. Good guess.
I figured because he hits pretty hard. And stop.
Okay, here we go. He was the third offensive lineman from Virginia selected in the top 15 of an NFL draft in 4 years, following DeBrickashaw Ferguson and Brandon Albert.
Brad Meester.
Oh, my God. No.
Stop.
He started all 12 games at left tackle in 2008,
All right.
setting school records with 105 knockdowns and 16 blocks that resulted in a touchdown.
You said in high school?
Yeah. No, that was college.
In 2008?
Yeah. And I already told you he was drafted in 09.
09.
So
6 years into my fandom.
all offensive linemen, left tackle, 09 draft. Trying to help you out.
Yeah, I was in high school and I wasn't
Went to
paying attention
Virginia.
to that shit.
Jags fans screaming at their.
I'm sure they are.
You want to take another hint? You get one more, by the way.
I don't know any left tackles other than Baselli.
It is Eugene Monroe.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get that.
Did you
Nigga.
get that?
No.
All right.
All right. Well, you started that with saying I'm not going to get it. Maybe you should choose someone I will get.
I feel like I have to go like, I feel like your high school and early college days, your Jags, you're not there.
No, I've told you that.
But middle school, elementary school, and then now, the last 4 years, you're all there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a time period where I was at my height of fandom. You were not.
I did not pay attention this deeply in high school at all.
Yeah, this was my life back. Like a Eugene Monroe draft pick, I was like, oh, yeah.
Eugene Monroe.
We're back, baby.
All right.
Protect David Garrard's blind side.
All right. Since you're so well versed, that's not sarcasm. Here we go. Professional career. We're scrolling.
Stop.
Jesus. This player won the AFC rushing title in the 2015 season,
Oh,
beating
That's true.
Latavius
Come on,
Murray
give me some
by
of that.
4 yards, finishing the year with 1,070 rushing yards.
He beat Latavius Murray by only 4 yards.
in
Wow.
his first Pro Bowl selection.
Didn't know Latavius Murray was that nice. But yeah, Jones Drew.
No.
What? Wait, say it again?
Won the AFC rushing title in the 2015 season, beating Latavius Murray by 4 yards.
A Jaguars? That's not Jones Drew? Won the AFC rushing title in 2015? And it's not Jones Drew. It's not Fournette. Who the fuck was between them? Toby Gerhart? There's no way, bro, that someone else not named Jones Drew won the AFC rushing title on our team in 2015.
Well, I didn't say he was on our team. He played for our team.
Oh, see, wish you hadn't said that. Would have had my wheels spinning all evening.
No, I didn't want that. Now,
Yeah.
now they'll spin a little faster now.
Interesting. So he avenged. Oh man, that's good. So it's someone that we eventually got, or that we already had, but no, I don't think it's someone. No one left our team and then went on to lead the AFC in rushing. So it's someone that we definitely picked up past their prime on our team.
The wheels are spinning.
And he would have backed up who? Who the hell was between Jones Drew and Fournette? I guess Toby Gerhart. I feel like we paired Toby Gerhart with someone else. Man, that's tough. I go again.
All right.
Stop.
This player entered the 2017 season second on the depth chart behind rookie Leonard Fournette.
Oh, man. I am drawing the biggest blank. Who did Fournette share carries with?
I had to try to challenge this man
This is good. Fournette.
because you saw how he answered Maurice Jones-Drew so quickly.
It was Fournette and Corey Grant. Fournette and Corey Grant. Who was? Someone else was in there.
Oh yeah, he was in there.
Carlos Hyde?
Mm-mm. We scrolling?
Yeah. Damn, when you tell me this, I'm going to be so pissed. Stop.
Let's see.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Oh. You dumbass. Jamal Charles.
No.
What?
You dumbass. Boy said it's so confidently, boy. You want the sentence?
Yeah.
On October 4th, 2015, during an NFL International Series matchup against the Miami Dolphins, this guy rushed for 166 yards
Oh.
and a touchdown,
We never had. Did we have Darren McFadden on it?
setting a career high in rushing yards.
Oh, wait. How many yards?
166. 2015
Bro, not Jamal Charles?
against the Dolphins.
Yeah, that wasn't with us. We only played the Dolphins once in London. Man, I'm going to be so pissed. This is probably some random ass player that was on our team for a week. Scroll one more time. If I can't get it, I'm done.
All right, one more.
Stop.
Nope. See where my big fat ass thumb is. All right. He had a breakout game in week 6 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. His 158 yards on 15 carries were the most by any Saints running back since Deuce McAllister rushed for 165 in a 2003 game, and the most by a Saints rookie since a 179-yard effort by Ricky Williams in 1999. So now you have another team that he played for.
And he was drafted by the Saints. The pollen hitting you.
It is bad.
Drafted by the Saints. This is going to piss me off when you tell me. and then leaded the AFC in rushing.
You finna be furious. Furious. Give me a guess. Walter getting tired. He's like, come on, Daddy, guess.
Yeah, fuck it. Tell me.
Chris Ivory.
Oh, that's right. That was the running back between Fournette and Jones Drew and Toby Gerhart. Chris Ivory. Wow, I totally forgot about that era. He did share with Fournette. That was a good little 1-2 punch. Wow, that name has so left my brain. That's crazy. Good name.
Yeah.
That was good.
Chris.
All right, we're going to NASCAR after this break.
All right. All right. NASCAR segment is back. Do it.
I won't do it. No snoring.
It was the Daytona 500, so you know we got to get a little lit for it. As you guys heard earlier in the pod, sorry, I'm going to try to get through this without dying because apparently spring wanted to come early today. I can see the pollen lined up on our cornhole boards out there, and my eyes were itching like fuck at the beach on Saturday, was it? Sunday? I don't know. President's Day. So after the B-Day celebrations Saturday night, Andy came out with us as well, briefly. I went down to the Daytona 500. I was only able to get 2 VIP tickets this year because it was sold out. Like, the grandstands were completely filled. There were at least 250,000 people in attendance for the race. And usually I can get tickets for like as many people as I want, but they just weren't doing it this year. So I only took my dad. Like I mentioned, we were hanging out in the infield like everybody does before the race, hanging out at Bubba's car at the new McDonald's paint. People thought we were like athletes and shit. Like I saw people walking by us checking out my name tag to see who I was. There was a couple of Monster employees before we got into the hospitality suite that thought that I was some former player because one of them took a picture of me. I thought he was like the lady that took it at the Jags game because he started saying like, my son told me like all about you and blah, blah, blah and shit like that. Then he took a picture of me, gave me his card. I didn't know what was going on because he didn't direct me and say like my name or anything. He just said,
I wish he did.
He just said, yo, my son like loved watching you play and shit like that. And this is the CMO of Monster.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I don't know if they thought I was like related to Michael Jordan or something like that, but it felt like that because the guy after him, he started talking to me about the time when we were on the golf course with Michael Jordan and this guy hit this hole in one. And he was telling me the story of the time we were on the golf course together. And I was like, who the fuck do you think I am, buddy?
So what'd you say?
I was just laughing and nodding my head going along with the story. I was like,
yeah, bro, that was fucking wild.
Yeah.
The vibes were off the charts.
And he was like, yo, so what are you up to nowadays? And I was like, just relaxing.
Just that same old. I
was like, relaxing, charity.
Oh my God.
This is bullshitting this man. And he's like dead ass with it. And then he asked me, he's like, so how's your golf game?
It's still the same. I'm still good. All right. You want to come out tomorrow?
All I said to that was, I just said shit. And he laughed.
Oh my God.
Like, that's the answer. That's the fucking universal answer for how's your golf game? I was like, shit.
Mine too.
Okay, he wasn't like that. But that was just weird because
very weird.
Once again, I had no idea who these people thought I was. But
why do I never get mistaken for like a tennis player or something like that?
I have no idea. But I was hoping that he wouldn't keep lingering around and asking me questions because I don't know how much of that lie could have kept going on with before I was like, yeah, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about, but I'm not this guy. But he left me alone, and that was that. And then I got invited to that Monster Hospitality Suite, stayed in there, destroyed my body, watched the entire race from it. Great view up in the crew chief box. This was the first time I actually put a radio scanner on listening to the driver. So I was listening to Bubba Wallace and his crew chief and spotter talk to him while the race is going on. So that's another cool experience during NASCAR. You can listen to what the drivers are saying to their spotters and shit. But other than that, Bubba Wallace avoided all these wrecks. He got second place, and we're starting off hot, Bubba. Looking forward to seeing if you can keep this going the rest of the season. I have no idea if you can, but second at the Daytona 500 is pretty damn good. And if he won that shit, I was about to go stupid. Absolutely stupid.
Probably wouldn't have made it home. Probably was celebrated with Bubba wherever they went. The Razzles.
Probably wanted to puke my mom's dinner up.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
So the ESPN did the NBA is doing their 75-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that? What it is? 75-year anniversary.
It's 75th team anniversary. I don't know if they've been around 75 years.
75th team.
I don't know what it is.
So ESPN made a ranking for their top 75 players. Stop me when you hear something that's out of pocket. Number 1, Michael Jordan. And when they say when it says ESPN wrote this, I don't know who. Do they take a poll? Is it Stephen A? I don't know. Number 1, Michael Jordan. Number 2, LeBron James. Number 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
Number 4, Magic Johnson.
Okay.
3 out of the top 4 are Lakers. Number 5, Wilt Chamberlain.
Another Laker.
Number 6, Bill Russell.
Oh, he's goated.
Goated. He only had 15 points per game.
No, he went.
Let's go.
He won like 12 championships.
He did have 22.5 rebounds per game.
That's a double-double in my book.
7, Larry Bird. Goat.
Nothing out of order.
8. Oh, wow. Tim
Loser?
Duncan.
Ooh! Tim Duncan got top 10 all time. Let's go. No
9,
argument. No argument.
Oscar Robertson.
All right, I don't know shit about him, but I've always heard his name, so we'll roll with it.
10, Kobe Bryant.
I'm glad he cracked top 10. Shit. Where's Shaq?
Duncan better than Kobe?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Duncan better than Shaq?
Shaq was just, he had Kobe. Duncan was the team, bruh, for years. He carried the Spurs.
Okay.
Shaq had another top 10 great, all-time great. Come on. Where's Manu? He ain't on the 75.
You sound like Chuck. Number 11, speaking of Shaq.
All right. It's fair.
Ooh, 12, Kevin Durant. I mean,
Wow.
he is unlike anything the league has ever seen.
He is a crazy-ass shooter.
13, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Okay.
14, Julius Erving, Dr. J.
Dr. J. I used to like playing with him in NBA Street.
15, Moses Malone.
Okay. That's out of whack.
That's whack?
That's whack. I don't even know who Moses is. I need to know who's below him. Who are the 5 players below him?
16, Steph Curry.
Nah, put Steph above Moses. Steph got to be above Moses.
Steph Curry.
How's Steph not
That's
above Moses?
wild that we got 3 of the top 20 players playing right now.
Steph is literally about to pass the record for, I don't even know. He's going to pass like a very crazy record. I think he already passed the 3-point one.
Yeah, we were watching when that
He's
happened.
gonna skyrocket past that shit. But I'm sure there's another one coming up that he's gonna break. But I think Curry is gonna win at least 2 more NBA finals. And he's gonna be top 10 all time when he's done.
17, Dirk Nowitzki.
I like it.
18, Giannis. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Damn.
That's bold.
Giannis in the top 20?
Wow.
Shit. That's crazy.
19, Jerry West, the logo.
Logo. Why he the logo and not Magic Johnson? Oh, we know why.
Why Magic Johnson? Why would he be the logo?
I thought Magic Johnson was like the greatest point guard ever.
Why wouldn't it be Michael Jordan? Number
I just
20,
picked the Laker.
Elgin Baylor. Oh, my, don't.
I've heard the name, but like.
21, Kevin Garnett.
What? 21?
17 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, 4 assists per game.
Shit, Dwight Howard can do that.
22, Charles Barkley.
I know Charles Salty not cracking that top 20.
23, Karl Malone. 24, John Stockton. All right, represent.
Why is Kevin Garnett so high?
25, David Robinson. You know who he played for?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Bears.
There you go.
Yep.
26, John
Havlicek.
God, you're nice.
That's my boy.
All right.
Just kidding. I don't know shit about it.
27, Isaiah Thomas.
Not the little nigga, right?
Yep. No, not the new one.
The older one. All right.
28, George Mikan. That man played with glasses. 29, Chris Paul. Interesting.
He should be. Yeah, he's good.
30, D Wade.
What?
Chris Paul better than D Wade?
Yes, but was D
Giannis
Wade
better than D Wade?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was D Wade that good?
Wow. Interesting.
Where's Tony Parker?
31, AI. 32, Scottie Pippen.
Is Melo on this list?
33, Kawhi Leonard.
I miss him. We haven't seen him in a while.
34, Bob Cousy. Yeah,
Ooh.
look at this guy. You think that guy really playing today is that good? Look at that guy.
I interviewed Kuzi.
What?
Yeah, I interviewed him when he was old. He's still
The
alive,
fuck?
but he was
Bring him on the pod.
old as fuck on his deathbed.
Oh, okay, never mind. 35, Bob Pettit. 36, Dominique Wilkins. 37, Steve Nash.
Tony Parker better than Nash.
Don't
I don't care.
peek.
Sorry.
38, Rick Barry. Yeah, no clue.
No.
39, Kevin McHale.
Okay.
40, Patrick Ewing. 41, Walt Frazier. 42, Gary Payton. 43, Jason Kidd. 44, Bill Walton, his ugly ass. 45, Bob McAdoo, which just sounds like a white name,
McAdoo.
but it's not. 46, Jerry Lucas.
We're getting the names I don't know.
47, Ray Allen.
Okay.
48, Wes Unseld.
Ray Allen is cracking top 50 because he had a great 3-ball.
Yep.
Do nothing else.
49, Nate Thurmond. 50, James Harden.
Oh my God.
What?
Harden not top 50.
What? How about 51, Reggie Miller?
I can't speak on Reggie.
How about trying to find a Spur?
Manu Ginobili better than James Harden.
62, Paul Pierce.
I have a feeling Parker and Ginobili not in this list.
It might not be. Dennis Rodman, 67. Oh, my God. 68, Russell Westbrook. They're saying Russell Westbrook's better than Tony Parker or Manu Ginobili. Would you rather have Westbrook on your team than Tony Parker or Manu Ginobili?
Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not.
Carmelo Anthony, 69.
He should be above Russ.
Anthony Davis, 71.
Anthony Davis is not top 75 all time. He's good right now, but all time we're talking? Where is the respect for Manu and Tony? We had a big 3 dynasty. If you're a dynasty, you know how hard it is to be a dynasty in any professional league, and you don't have 2 of the people that were part of that Spurs dynasty in the top 75, but you have Garnett, who won 1 ring with the Celtics at 21? I'm heated.
How about Dame Lillard at 75?
I'm heated again. Dame Lillard.
And that's their top 75. Only 1 Spur. No, only 1 from that.
Dame Lillard finished the list?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. What? Dame Dollar. Because he can score 60 points in a fucking playoff game? Whoop-de-fucking-do. God. No Manu. What you? Ginobili! What the fuck? Russell Westbrook don't got a Charles Barkley shout out like that? This is bullshit. I don't know what kind of accolades they get other than being on the list, but shit. I don't know if they get like a jacket, a pin, or what, but that's disgusting. To not have Tony and Manu on that bitch. They really said Duncan carried y'all. We're putting him top 7. That's disrespect.
Did you see the malice at the Kohl Center?
Malice.
The malice at the Kohl Center?
That shit was the midless bit. That shit was nothing.
Midless.
Yeah, I saw it, though.
Juwan Howard with that vicious right hand.
I remember I used to clown Juwan Howard because he was riding the Heat bench back when LeBron was there to get his first ring. He was like 40 years old on the Heat bench, not getting a single minute, just waiting for them to get a championship. I was like, he about to Juwan Howard that ring. I made him a whole, what is it, adjective? Juwan Howard that ring.
Verb. That'd be a verb. If I said you were
tomato my busy.
Don't tell Ms. Ward that.
Ms. Ward.
Final thoughts.
At K-Part.
Final thoughts from me. One of my thoughts that I had when going to McDonald's for an emergency, I did not do it for fun.
Emergency.
It was a terrible experience, and I realized that McDonald's could just shell out the worst experience, but people are still going to come. They have no incentive to provide you a positive experience because they are going to make money regardless. And that's kind of pisses me off. They don't have to do anything. They're going to make their money. So
they said we are the golden arches and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's kind of like TSA, but TSA doesn't have any competition. McDonald's has competition, but they're so good that they don't care about their competition. People are going to McDonald's. You could say, oh man, like you see these videos on Twitter everywhere about people getting in fights at McDonald's being ratchet as hell. But it doesn't matter. You could have a video of someone finding a live crawling roach in their hamburger. McDonald's is gonna make $1 billion the next day. Doesn't matter. It's just crazy to me.
Yeah, because they're global.
They're goated.
They're everywhere. But like that breakfast is good as fuck. That's why too.
Good as fuck.
It is. Like,
don't think so.
You want a hash brown in the morning, you put that shit in an egg sausage McMuffin, that shit just hits.
My second final thought is,
are we in the line then if you dry heaving?
My second final thought is I am shocked that they have not made artificial hearts yet. Technology is so advanced. How do they not? Is a heart that complex that they have not made a thing that is capable of pumping blood throughout the body? That kind of blows me away.
Yeah. It'd be like duplicating a brain.
Brain? No, because brain requires a heart's just muscle. You can do that with a machine. A brain is like neurology.
Maybe there is one out there and we just haven't seen it yet. We don't know what they're doing over there across these waters.
Making COVID 2022.
I'm ready for it. I feel like it's coming on right now. Just kidding. It's allergies. Pollen is among us.
What an episode.
Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy the new direction we're taking. I'm sure you guys will. It feels the same, I'm sure, as a listener. We literally had Mia on a couple weeks ago for 2 hours about Jag stuff, so you probably feel right at home with this one. But yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry for the wait. Word to Lil Wayne, but we're here, we're active, and we're riding this train with you. And that's our show. Share this episode with your parents, friends, enemies. Shout out to Hazard of Love for the review. Watch us on youtube.com/Dunn and Drew. Sub to our Patreon to get that bonus episode and get in that Discord. We made some modifications to it. Unintended. New mod alert. But until next time, this is
JC. Shout out JC.
Dunn and Drew, baby. Watch the Honda Classic. NBA is back on Thursday.
Okay.
Well, I'm a TV guide.
That felt exactly the same.